Hey guys, so to continue our topic, talking about our world and the unfortunate state it is right now. However, us having the power, having our power in God to make things right, to do the right thing, and to live our best lives. And in this video, I'll be continuing this topic, so please check out other videos as well. And in this video, next I will be talking about lust, and this sin is very, very big topic to talk about. So this sin, lust, and everything that comes with it is so normalized in our society that it's just scary, when you really open your eyes and when you really see what it is, because it's normalized to the point that if you don't commit the sin in any way, you are looked upon as, a weirdo, or there's something wrong with you, or, you're inexperienced and things like that, when in reality it's actually upside down, because that's how it is. So where do I begin? This sin is normalized so much in the pop culture. If we listen to the music lyrics, there's so much that talks about lust, about, fornication, about all these affairs, and just generally going about relationships. And relationships and marriage are supposed to be sacred, with God, and that is taken out from that context and presented as something that everyone should do with, like, even outside of marriage. And also there's just so much to it. And it's just so, we are so influenced to think that this is how things are, and that this is supposedly natural, having multiple partners, one night stands, being with the wrong people, and things like that. And this topic is just so huge and deep. So yes, first of all, we are influenced to do this. This is where it all begins, where the serpent comes and says, hey, nothing's wrong is gonna happen, like everyone does it. This is normal, like, and we watch these movies or listen to the songs, and we think that, hey, this is how the world really is, and so on and so forth. And in reality, that's not how it naturally is for us as human beings. And there is a reason God created this as sin. So lust is actually, just even seeing a person in a lustful way. So, through the eyes, you see someone beautiful, or you see someone handsome, someone for their looks, and there's the door that is open to the sin. And even looking at someone and even having these thoughts is already sinning. So this is where it begins, and so that thing being normalized is only part of it. Another part of it is, another part of it is actually trauma that unfortunately a lot of people go through. And that trauma, it happens in our childhood a lot of the times because our parents are our closest people that we have as a child, and this is the people that we are supposed to build our intimate relationship with. However, unfortunately, the way things are right now, a lot of the parents didn't have this right intimate relationship with their parents, and so that keeps on happening, And so what we have is a lot of unhappy people, a lot of people who have some pain or trauma that's not being healed, and so they are unable to have this intimate relationship. They are unable to give the child what they need because they didn't have it. They don't know how to go about it. And a lot of the time, when there's trauma, there's two ways that we can choose. One way is to become the villain, is to become the person that will hurt others for whatever reason, to show that they're worthy or that they're great, or things like that. Or become the empath and become the person that will take the high road. But nevertheless, this pain is there, it's present, and it's unhealed trauma. And so for a lot of people, this physical thing, basically equals love. Okay, so a lot of the time people get deceived, and this is how it's portrayed in movies, this is how it's portrayed in music lyrics, in all the stuff that's around us, that this is what love is, that it's physical. And when in reality, a lot of the time, and I'm not saying this is for everyone, I'm sure there are beautiful, wonderful relationships out there. However, there's still a lot of people who are together physically, however they are unable to experience this true intimacy on the soul level, on the heart level. And sooner or later things are not gonna go right there because it was built on the wrong soil, from the start. A lot of people look for a relationship for the wrong reasons, or just go into this without. And this is where this lack of faith comes in, because not knowing that we actually have God who loves us so much and who cares about us and who is there for us the whole time. And even when hard things happen to us, he's there with us too. And for a lot of people who had difficult childhoods, for a lot of people who had these problems, they maybe are not even realizing how much God was actually there with them and for them. And so without having that faith, thinking that there's nothing better, thinking that world is so cruel and horrible, and there is no other way. And so because of that, this pain may push them to do the wrong thing, to go the wrong way. And when you start doing things that are sinful, it's like I always say that you open this door a little bit, and then the devil comes in and he grabs you by hand and he just pulls you to do more other things as well. And so one day you may not even realize how you get into this dark place. However, the good thing is that we still have God on our side even then. So we need to get out of there, and the only way to get out of there is with the help of God and him guiding us out of there, right? Him guiding us to the place that we need to be, to the person that is truly meant for us, to the person that will meet us at the right level, because if you have some kind of unhealed trauma, some kind of unhealed thing in your heart, you can't just be with a healthy person. Even if you are, it's not going to last, because your hearts are not on the same level. So things, wrong things will happen, and it's just not going to work. So a lot of the time, people will only show you like a mirror that, hey, you have something that you need to process, that you need to work on there. And this is so deep, you guys, because I think relationships is our big pain that we have, because I know everyone wants to be loved, and everyone, the reality that we are in right now, everyone just really needs to be loved, and the way to change this is by changing ourselves, and only through God and with God, because He's there for us. But we need to stop turning away from Him, running away from God. No matter what we did, God, like, you cannot surprise God with anything, like, really. And God knows and sees everything anyway. So but if you keep turning away, you will keep going in the same pattern. You will be stuck in the same cycle, when on the other hand you admit that, hey, there's something that's not working and you want to change this. God is there for you, believe it or not. Well, I mean, we have to believe it. So this is the first step to your healing, because only God can truly heal you. Only God can truly heal you and help you overcome certain things that you need to overcome, and so that eventually your heart is purified and healed. And so this is when you are ready to have that true relationship that's right for you, that's gonna meet you on all levels you need. And I'm not saying that is going to be like I'm not trying to paint a fairy tale here, but it is going to be kind of like fairy tale after knowing how much suffering there's been. And there's always things that may come up, but it's not gonna be the same. I think these obstacles and issues actually will become more exciting to work on than be stuck in this endless suffering. So this thing, us being influenced out of doing the right thing, us being influenced to do the wrong thing in life, and us being influenced to turn away from God, really pushes us down a lot of suffering, guys. And especially in such intimate and important part of our lives, because this is our hearts. This is the thing that we truly want in life, is to have this fulfilling beautiful relationship, and not even just with our partner, but also with other people, have this good connection. And also this is a whole different level, but we need to have a good relationship with God too, because He is our true parent. He is our true creator. So He is the only one who can really help us in any situation, in anything in life. And yes, so this is why we have to be really mindful what we are doing in our relationships, what we are doing, like what kind of music we're listening to, what we are watching, because you can see even like a music video and it's full of those things that basically take advantage of a certain weakness, a certain thing, and also pain, because a lot of people do have this pain, and a lot of people do confuse love for physical things, and so they're watching this and it's just keeping them stuck in this cycle. So best thing is to first of all acknowledge things for what they are, to see them for what they are, and to, you know, cut all this outside influence. So as much as possible, like, stop listening to the songs that have these lyrics, you know. And I read this somewhere that some pop stars, like, they don't even let their children listen to their own songs that they're singing, you know. So that's like you know, already, like, what are they doing there, you know, to others. So yeah, and stop watching, you know, whenever you see that, you know, there's that stuff that's influencing you, or that's portraying the reality in the wrong way, where there's like the serpent that shows you, hey, there's nothing wrong here, like, no one's gonna know, and things like that. Just cut that out, ignore it, walk past it, go to God. And I always say that if you feel that you can't do it by yourself, and a lot of the times there could be times that you just don't feel, you know, strong enough, and it's okay. This is when we can ask God to give us strength to just ignore it, you know, to not interact with it, and to leave it. And you know, we need to repent from our sins, and to just, you know, because God is loving and forgiving, and you know, it's okay, because it's not okay, I'm not trying to condone it, but we can change things, you know, and do them the right way. So yeah, so basically acknowledge these things and go to God and heal with him, and do things the right way, and ask God to give us our partner, you know, and our people, and have good relationships. And yeah, just like I was saying, live our best lives. You know, it's very much possible, but we can't be presented with the right people when we are not ready, you know, because if you have a certain pain, a certain issue that you need to work on, that you need to heal, and you are presented with your person, those issues are gonna block you, those issues are gonna ruin your relationship, and you don't want it. You want to be ready for your right person. So this is why we need to rely on God 100% and know that he is there for us. It's just our lack of faith, and it's also the world, the state that it is right now, that's also influencing us to do the wrong thing and to turn away from God. So we can change this at any moment, and this is what I wish to everyone: to change your life, to make a good impact, and to live our best lives. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.